So, soul-driven love. One, one of, if not the most controversial person in the Forsaken community at this very moment. What if I told you? Well, multiple YouTubers have already covered it, but Soul's back. And worse than ever. Well, not worse than ever, but still worse. So I'm going to give you some speculation that I made up, but it will most likely not be true, or it could be somewhat true. So, yeah. Stick with me this one. Part 1. The information we had so far. Okay, so the ones that we have so far is that Soul alt account was discovered during a leaked Forsaken revenue thing, and it was confirmed that Soul-driven love had 25% of the revenue. And don't forget that Haitoko tried to lie to community, so they didn't have to deal with this. But we do not know if that would be true. Well, it is true that Soul's back. Oh, on to my speculation. Actually, no. Well, the speculation part is going to come halfway or way later to the video, because this is some messed up it right here. And guess what? The Forsaken team had lied. Well, also, the Creecrack said that it was quote unquote an NDA. But I think it's Haitoko secretly friends with Soul. Well, my set of speculation didn't actually end up well. Then again. Well, we underlooked the situation. We had to dig deeper just so we could find more information about this stupid driven love idiot. It looks like if the Forsaken community is not going to end well. Also, basically, before we, continue, I would just want to say, the backstory of this. Before Haitoko was the official owner of Forsaken, kinda. Yeah, we'll get to that later. I think. Maybe. Never. Okay, stop. I need to stop adding filler. Anyways, Soul tried to sell the game to some studio, maybe like Too Big or Fulltext, those big greedy ass companies. So, this could most likely mean... Well, actually, no. Well, this could potentially mean that the community has already been through one controversy around the creators. So what? We have to do 2 more controversies? Oh my god, we're gonna do it. We're gonna have to do this in a while. Plus, I'm gonna have to type in all this for subtitles so I don't... no deaf or blind people, which... hopefully, my audience isn't deaf or blind, but if they are... I'm still doing subtitles so you can read it properly. Plus some stuff I really want. Anyways, stop with the filler. Anyways, well, one giant lawsuit, one giant deal, thing, blah 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 blah. Yeah, all that stuff. Haitoko was apparently the owner. Soul was apparently gone, but surprise, surprise, Soul's back. So, I might decrease the time on this video because it's 30 minutes. but I think I'm gonna do a 20 or 15 minute long documentary. You know, screw it. I'm gonna decrease this mid-recording, starting right now. So, I've actually been watching Apollo's thingy to see anymore, and Haitoku has made probably 3 or 4 or 2 alt accounts. I'm not sure, but these aren't. But I'm not sure, but but I actually noticed some more crimes about soul-driven love, which are possession of. I can't see the red lines, but I'm gonna predict these. Use of NSFW, gore for harassment, shock value, online harassment for sexual harassment, commission of otherwise involve creation of NSFW content for characters, personas owned by minors, involvement in the creation of use of Roblox's NSFW content, vulgar / NSFW tweets on accounts containing minors, vulture, verbal manipulation, racism, hate speech, and what? Okay, next one is lying to victims under different aliases. As you can see, soul-driven love isn't actually a good person. How do I know? Because I watched Marlo's video. I'm currently watching it. Well, Soul's trying to be the best liar, and it's worse than ever. And Soul will never be a good person. Never. Ever in life. So, don't mind. This is not gonna be good. Anyways, lying out of under the revelation of this, Soul is still doing this Forsaken revenue thing. Come on, Haitoku, Basil, take this guy out of your platform. I mean, out of your team, or else everything's gonna become bad. And I mean bad if you don't do it. So, anyways, time to go to chapter 2. Chapter 2 of this, by the way. Chapter 2, speculation time. Which right before that, I forgot about the Earth Day event, which Soul was doing it for quote-unquote charity. But unfortunately, it's unfortunately to say that Soul used it for money. Yeah, it's obvious, but still. Outside of Forsaken, the developer still haven't mentioned it, so let's still get on to speculation time. Speculation time it is, cause it's speculation time. Its all damnation has been damned. Which the unfortunate specific things are: 1, I think this is time for speculation. So basically, Soul gave the game to Haitoku, which my theory is that it's their friend. Haitoku was actually Soul's friend back in the day. But when I did, well, the stuff for it is, Soul still had the game stuff. Which unfortunately for me, still meant for Bull and still going ahead of me. And when we get to a certain point, we have to put on a song called Hall of the Mountain King, which is going to be for a spectral ton of speculation. I mean a hell ton. I also think Basil was Soul's friend at the time, but it's due to Soul having to have the game more. Soul will sell it to the game. Unfortunately, Hytoko and Basil didn't lie and told the truth that Soul was still here. Soul would try to sell the game, which for me sounds bullshit. Hytoko and Basil should have owned the game instead of that stupid idiot. But then again, unfortunately, we cannot do anything, or can we? Plus, I don't think this will get like up 1 billion of views on like the high quality these YouTubers have time to, because I'm just a kid who just wanted to talk about the controversy, my speculations about it, and most of them might not even be true. Lads, I don't think we can stop ourselves from, failing. Also, speculations about skins that are planned to be, quote unquote, might be scrapped. The first one is, Peeler. It's because Nick's finding out the recent drama about Soul. The Peeler, I think, is going to be scrapped to do it. And also the I Have a Face Holes collab is most likely going to get cancelled again. Yeah. Again. After all this, the collab will never happen again. The updates are never going to be happening again. And you know what? More information that may not be leaked is, not leaked, but my opinion is I might not play Forsaken after I grind out every single survivor and killer again due to the amount of controversy Soul Driven Love has. And also the creators. Part 3. The parts where I go crazy. Okay, so what happened for my speculation is, after the quote-unquote fix, they worked on the slasher and K66, whatever update they were working on, but they still had Soul in the team, and I have a speculation about this. So what if Hytoko and, I don't know, the other co-owner, this is like recorded a couple of months after drama was rising peak quality again. So basically what I think is that Hytoko and the other co-owner, new co-owner of Forsaken, actually worked with Soul with one of their thingies that are private that we don't know about. That's my theory for now. But wait, there's more! You think I'm done yet? Well, with this though, this could probably mean 2 major things that we might have not noticed. This is my speculation, but I told with the other new co-owner, are probably Nazis. This is like 2 months or 1 month after the drama. I forgot, but still, this might be a breakthrough. That's why Soul is still in the game. Is still a developer in the game, kind of. This is the reason why they're Nazis. They're Meadows, and they love sexual assault. This is the reason why I came up with this theory in the first place. This is a major breakthrough, guys. You gotta believe me on this. This is the most this might be believable, but even though it doesn't have any proof, it's like the most logical thing besides for the NDA thingy. I don't know how you're able to still keep a controversial creator without the NDA, but I believe this theory's the same thing as mine. You think that this is a joke? You think I am going to snap my neck on ruining this theory, right? No, I might as well make this theory true. Cause one, this is the most logical reason why the creator is man, this is the reason why the creator still doesn't have soul. Man, that was one wild ride, isn't it? With the whole, controversy, drama, all that. It took me a while to figure it out. Well, make up this theory, but it took me a while to might as well continue it. In conclusion, I think my theory is Hitoko and the co-owner are Soul's partners in disguise. That's why they gave it to them. Or she or he gave them to them. Because they used to be their partners. I know this is the most stupidest theory ever, but still, it makes the most logical sense to me. Anyways, guys, this is one crazy road. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you guys next time. By the way, this is gonna be next video is gonna be another brain rot video. Okay, this is gonna be part 10 is coming out like very soon, with part 9, of course, being the next of Gamesho's brain rot. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time for real this time.